All right, so let's change things up a little bit and do a little Python programming. I'm going through currently a Google Python course right now. That's a Google certified course for Python. And I wanted to give an example. I thought this was one of the good examples that they give to actually show what a function is and what a function does. In this case, this would be equating the time, the total time given in a situation, in seconds, for the outcome to be given in seconds. With you only have three variables, right? So you have hours, you have minutes, and you have seconds. Now I have commented out everything that just to kind of give you a rough example. Now we're going to talk about what a function is, right? So keep in mind a function is something you define, which you define that by saying DEF, right? That's the simplest way. It's really simple. You just type in DEF and it knows. Python is very smart application. It knows what to do. Now as far as the name, this is the name of the function. So therefore, if I were to come down here and actually try to use this, right? So let me just jump down here and try to use this. If I say get amount seconds right here, and I put in my variables, I put in hours, minutes, and seconds. Let's just say I have 5 hours, and I have 32 minutes, and let's just say I have 15 seconds. And I go ahead and run that code. It's going to give me my output of that, which is 19,935 seconds. Now you can equate that with a calculator if you choose to, but again, this is a Python driven thing and the math is right here. Just to show you this, so what we're saying is and again, that's just using it, right? So that's using the actual function. So what I'm trying to express here is the function. After you define the function, okay, you give it a name. All right, so in this case, we're just gonna, let's just say we change the name to get seconds. Now there is something that's very important on as far as when you're defining a function. You cannot use a certain Python keywords, and there's a list of Python keywords. If you just simply Google Python keywords, you cannot use those based upon those are things that are used inside of the code for the purpose of Python to make it simpler. So that's kind of why we name things. Really, you want to name something for the scope of work of what you're doing. In this case, we're converting seconds to our time into seconds. We want to know the outcome of seconds. So we're saying get the seconds of whatever we put in. In this case, three variables: the variable of hours, the variable of minutes, and the variable of seconds. And then we're coming in and closing that off with a colon, and then we're coming in and saying, okay, let's print, and then we're doing the equation. Okay, this is the mathematical equation for that, and all we're saying is the hours times the amount of seconds inside of an hour. So inside of an hour, there's 3,600 seconds inside of an hour. Now inside of minutes, obviously in a minute there's only 60 seconds, and then we're just adding the rest of the seconds into this. So basically we're equating the hours out first, and then we're equating the hours or the minutes out second, and then we're adding everything together. So that's what we're doing inside of that. So that if I'm saying anything for as far as the function and what a function is, it's everything defined here. So if we change this and we just said that we want 2, we didn't want 3, we just wanted 2, then let's just say if you wanted, like right now we have 3 variables, right? Minutes and seconds. So in our case, we've already proved out that works. If we just said we just want, let's just say 2 for instance, then we would have to get rid of seconds and just say, okay, well, we're just going to give hours and minutes. So in our case now, if we use this, and now we've changed the name of the actual function, so we're going to say get down here, and then we're going to put in our variables. So let's just say, for instance, on this one, we have 10 hours, and then we have 45 minutes. Okay. Now this is going to give us, if we run this, this is going to give us just the hours and the minutes equated in seconds. Okay, so there's going to be 38,700 seconds inside of 10 hours and 45 seconds. Now again, we changed the way the function works. So if we come back in here and add seconds in here, okay, we add seconds in there as a variable, right? And then we utilize the seconds. So we'll come in here and utilize the seconds, say plus seconds right here. Then we can come back in here and add that third variable in there. And now if we merely add 15 to that. So now we're going to add 15 to that. If we run it again, you can see that we just added 15 seconds to that actual code for the outcome. So the gist of what the function is you can name the function whatever you want to. Just keep that in mind, providing it's not a keyword that's already used inside of the Python language. And with that said, your variables are defined inside of this section. Now, what's indented below is the function, what's going to action. If you look at it, if you think about this, this is the call to action. This is the action that's going to happen within that specific function. Now, down below, all we're doing is merely using the function, and then we're putting in our variables that will be used inside of that action. So that is exactly the interpretation, and again, hopefully I passed that information on as much as decent as Google did to me, but honestly, to give you a good idea and a good sense of a function and utilizing that in Python. And again, you're writing the function to make things simpler inside of, you could do this for many different things. If you want to open your eyes up, take this same example and make a function. It could be just as simple as doing a mathematical equation, or it could be as simple as going in and writing a statement, or it could be doing some kind of function that you want to, the function could be doing whatever scope of work that you need to be doing, right? So the key to Python is automating things that could save you time and save you effort. So when it comes down to it, hopefully that was a good understanding of a function inside of Python, and we'll see you guys on the next one.